Talion is a ranger from Mordor. Honestly, like on levels of Aragorn.
Episode 20, we came with a crazy special for y'all. This is a crazy number for us because guess what? We've been doing this for over 20 weeks now.
In James Bond, like, yeah, you could like slam them against this, slam them against that, you know, get them electrocuted, throw them over some shit. But I'm saying like you grab them up, right? And first of all, I want to get this out the way. I think they should use some kind of combat like that.
Hey, Chud, rest in peace, buddy.
Naffy loaded that block straight, taking over cause they feel square. Big package for your bitty, baby, love the new van. Been outside for too long, baby, love the new town. When ghost off and stop, feel like Danny. Waist tiny, but you carry in the family. Crown's heavy, belt shiny, baby champion. We can red lobster pasta with the scampi.
And welcome back to the Time to Deliver podcast. I'm your host, Naffy, and that's my boy, Big Zoe. What's good, Zoe?
But you know what's up in the building, bro. We chilling, upgrading, living. What y'all up to, bro? What you up to, bro?
Hey, bro, episode 20, we came with a crazy special for y'all. This is a crazy number for us because guess what? We've been doing this for over 20 weeks now, guys. We're becoming pros at this shit. Everything is different. Everything is better. If you watch episode 1 compared to this episode, you're going to see the growth. You're going to see how much better we've gotten. So I just first wanted to kind of go down memory lane, bro, and just say, you know, like, I'm happy, bro. I'm proud of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me some thoughts that you had before the podcast and how, after doing this podcast for so many weeks, like, you know, what's changed for you or what was different than you thought it would be?
Well, it's funny because, like, what my answer is going to be kind of pertaining to something that we're going to talk about later on. But, like, for me, it was like, damn, are we going to actually do it? Like,
yeah.
Like, damn, like, we were talking about that shit and we were writing music and all that. And I was like, yo, this shit could actually happen. Like, really? Like, is this shit really gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was genuinely like the only thought in my head. Like, is this really gonna happen?
Yeah.
Because I've been dreaming for a day.
We talked about it, I guess, for about a month or two before we actually ended up starting the pod. And you know, the craziest thing about starting this pod was we got guests way earlier than I thought we would have.
For sure.
And maybe it was even too early, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have like the formula really down yet. But I think, you know, we did pretty well for our first 20 episodes. I don't think a lot of podcasts are even at this point 20 episodes in without producers and without big teams behind them.
Not being in an office, like, damn, like,
exactly.
Doing this shit all just homegrown, y'all, for now.
Yeah.
All homegrown.
Yeah. So, you know, like, and for me, like, honestly, I thought it was harder. But I will say with AI and with all this new tech, it makes it much easier to really do this stuff. So to some degree, I'm wondering, how hard are a lot of these producers even working nowadays? If I can streamline it and kind of get a lot of stuff done in my own free time, how hard is it for someone who has to do this for full time, you know, for work? I don't know how hard it is. I think most of these guys can do it by themselves.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. First of all, I want to say right here and now, because first, I'm pretty sure there were a couple companies that were caught and called out for this already, but there are million dollar companies that are using AI. Like, and that to me is just so fucking just out of the question. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you could have that much money and you can't just use a little, like, not even a quarter of that, not even a quarter of that to just hire an art guy, like a really good art guy or girl, you know what I'm saying, to finish that shit.
Well, like, when you see these CEOs having $25 million salaries, but they only work a couple hours a day, and all they're doing is okaying ideas and hiring people that they have relationships with previously, so it's not any new talent and stuff. You know, that's the kind of stuff that's going to happen. They're going to go for profits instead of going for good work. And look, AI is good to an extent, but if you can notice it with your naked eye, then is it really that good? So It's a tough time for everyone because it feels like the money isn't there nowadays. Like, I don't even think these companies make as much money as we think selling stuff. I think what they really sell is our data, because especially like, all right, so I wanted to shout out Quick Flips. Quick Flips is a video game store. I sold about $1,000 worth of stuff to them after shipping it over to Kentucky, and they paid me in an e-check, right? If I wanted to get the e-check for free, I had to make an account. Why do I make an account? So they could sell my information. That's all that's going to happen. And that's not Quick Flips doing that. That's the e-check place that Quick Flips uses. But it's like weird. Like, and to even get my check, they wanted 3% of my check. I'm like, why would I give you 3% of my check for any reason? That made no sense to me. But it's stuff like that just, it tells me that there's no money anymore. The money's not there for everybody. They're banking on selling our data. There's all these companies that they get hacked and lose all of our data. No, they made a shady deal on the dark web and sold our fucking data. Let's be real. Like, come on. So it's a weird time we live in. I don't even know how people are paying their bills nowadays with how bad everything's going up and up and up and up.
Yeah, and how much the pay is staying the same too, and how everything is staying so relative compared.
Well, we're lucky. We're lucky in Jersey because we have a fairly high pay in Jersey. But when you're in places like PA, down south, stuff like that, they're getting drastically undercut. Very bad. They're what's it called? The lowest amount of money that they can make or whatever is so fucking low that I don't get how they can live. I truly don't understand, especially with PC parts going up in price. I don't know if you've heard MSI. MSI is a computer company. They make a lot of monitors, PC parts, stuff like that. They they're coming out with a Steam Deck competitor, a handheld PC. Guess how much that PC is retailing for?
Well, like 1,000, 2,000,
1,500.
Well, I was around. Actually,
but it's just crazy, bro. Who's buying a handheld PC for 1,500 when I can get a whole desktop? Like, this is crazy.
It's bananas, bro.
It's a weird time we live in, and the AI stuff's not gonna stop. But I just hope, even with AI, I hope humans still have a thirst for knowledge. I hope humans still want to learn skills, still be themselves, and not kind of form into whatever people want them to be. Because I see more and more people becoming content creators and not being themselves. They're doing stuff that they know is wrong, but they just want money. They want fame. They want attention. And it's weird to me. It's very odd because even though me and you necessarily, we want attention. We want people to pay attention to us, to follow us, to, help fund our lives, essentially, right? But we're not gonna question our morals for what we do.
It's never gonna be that. It's never gonna be that.
Yeah, we're not selling out necessarily. We're still going to be ourselves. With this podcast, we speak as ourselves. We don't filter anything. We don't cut anything out. We're just us, So, well, all I can say to our fans is that we are going to continue to be authentic. You're going to come here for raw, unfiltered talk, and we're going to continue to give it to you. And that's what Time to Deliver really is about, because we are going to deliver to you every goddamn week, and hopefully twice a week soon.
Hopefully.
So,
it's coming.
All right, so you know what? We did have a topic to go first, but I do want to just speak on something while it's still on my mind, and I wanted to talk about the new Punisher TV special. Now, Zoe, what was it called? Last to Kill or something like that?
One Last Kill, bro.
One Last Kill. So, the One Last Kill was a TV special about 50 minutes long, where Punisher basically has to deal with the stuff that he's done. Essentially, it's all retribution, coming to fruition, and he has to face his demons while also facing literal hoodlums, gangsters, white supremacists, all types of craziness. I want you to start it because I think you have a different view of it than me.
For sure.
So you start.
I'll start by saying that off the rip, I know a lot of people, including me, because I say I'm split between the meaning, but I think a lot of people, also once again including me, think that that one last kill is being Manucci, right?
Yes.
Which that would make sense. But I think that that last kill, in my opinion, the subtlety in that name, that last kill was going to be... You get what I'm saying?
No.
I don't even know if I should spoil it on the show. Should we spoil it here?
It's not a spoiler because it hasn't happened yet. It's just we're just predicting. Predictions.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking that one last kill could be like was intending for himself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Fair enough. Because he did go to do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we saw what happened with that. Yeah. So yeah, give me your overall thoughts and then give me a rating at the end out of 10.
Okay. Well, I think honestly, they definitely got the grit. They got the duality and like the the conflict, the mental conflict. Like there's a reason why even in the comics why like Frank like stays to himself. Like people like to say that Tony Stark was more like Batman, which it makes sense. Definitely, I can see that. Yeah. But I think in terms of the darkness and in terms of like the antisocial aspect, Punisher takes that cake like with like relative to Batman. Like that boy, like he just don't want to be near anybody. He doesn't want to because there's too much going on up here all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even still, I wanted to mention here that for all the other, you know, OG comic heads know, like this felt like Punisher, right?
Yeah.
Like even the games. When I used to play the games, man, I used to be holding people's human shields, blasting other dudes, throwing them off, and then getting back to work. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this game, this movie felt like you know,
like a video game.
What the character should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even still, I know there's so much more that they could do because Punisher, goes off the rails sometimes, bro.
100%.
Like going against like top tier heroes that we've seen in like Avengers and shit. Like that dude don't care.
He's not
bro.
feeling no pain. He's not stopping. He's gonna keep going, trudging through.
Yeah. So I give it a high tier. I'll give it, even though I know a lot of people didn't like it. Whatever. I don't really give a fuck. I say 7 to 8 out of 10.
So like a 7.5.
Yeah, only being because the 2 points probably because of length and me not being able to actually see him go through the Nucci family. Because I played the games, you know, read some of the comics when I was younger. Dude, like that shit was dope. One of the actually a Easter egg of what he did to the Nucci family was in Deadpool.
Okay.
When he comes out of the casket.
Okay.
Punisher did that shit. Came out of the casket with an M60, bro, and laid them all out.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Feel me? That's so top tier, bro. He was like, okay, how do I get the whole family? Reunion, family reunion at the funeral, bitch.
Facts.
What was that, bro?
Facts. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I was hoping to see shit like that. So that's why I took the 2.5 points off. But everything else was excelled. Everything else was pretty great.
Okay. So for me, I think it was the most redundant piece of film I've ever seen. The parts where he's reminiscing on his family, I understand he is going through that, but they're way too long. It's way too much time being spent harping on his family. I would rather him harp on his friends more so, his military friends, than his family. And if anything, during these action scenes, I would have rather them sprinkle in the family or friends randomly in back of scenes and stuff. Like he's looking over, fighting, boom, 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 looks over, see his daughter, oh shit, and then has to get back into the fight. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they could have sprinkled it in a little more intelligently. Because it feels we went through that so much in the show to where it felt like it was redundant already in the show.
Yeah.
So
I could interject real quick, sorry, and say that's why I really mentioned the length of the film as well, because there was a lot of that intervening, and by the time the action starts, there's only 18 minutes left, and I counted. I was like, okay,
yeah,
18 minutes left of action.
Yeah,
like to get to.
And for me, it was lacking a story completely. I mean, it was like they didn't even write a real script. Like the script was just talking to random people, showing random stuff. It wasn't like a real story at all. I get, the family and all that stuff, but that's not enough story for me. It felt, if anything, they could have just made a comic about this. And I think a comic would have been better than this actual movie. Now, personally, the action is top tier. It is so good, but it felt pointless to some degree because it didn't feel like there was a story. It didn't feel like there was a true meaning for this fighting stuff to happen. And I didn't feel like things were worth it until the end, where I saw him in the Punisher getup and he gave the hat back to the black man. But I thought, for what that guy did to that black man, this was not enough at all. And I thought the retribution should have came in the beginning. Right after he threw that dog into the car, he should have died right then and there by the Punisher's hand. I thought it was just too long to get the retribution and revenge for that. Because I just thought them throwing that dog into the street was so left field and so messed up that either that needed to be the main villain of this, or he just needed to be taken out in an aggressive way earlier in the film.
Or maybe they could have just made him one of the dudes that was going after him early on.
Either that too. He could have been the first guy to go after him, and then we would have seen him get his ass beat or whatever. But I guess they wanted to go with, Punisher's giving the black man his hat back and being all nice. But I just thought it wasn't enough for killing a whole dog that did nothing to you. He hit him in the back of the head with a baseball bat, which is pretty much death most of the time. Or no, did he kick him in the face? Was this the one where he kicked him
in the mouth? Yeah, he like punted him in the mouth.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. Like, that would most likely knock out all of his teeth. Like, he would be fucked up from that. And then he took his dog and just killed him for no reason at all. And they were trying to act like Queens is like a jungle, bro. They're trying to act like Queens is Arkham. It's nuts.
That was insane.
Because, look, I get it. There's crime. But, bro, you can't just be attacking people in the street as if there's no cops or no nothing, like no other superheroes. Like, it just did not feel real. It felt like they were trying to do a hyperbolic version of Queens, that it didn't make sense that they weren't fucking with Punisher as he walked down the street. They're fucking with everyone else. Yeah. Why weren't they throwing bottles at Punisher's head and kicking him in the back of the back and shit? Like, it didn't make sense to me. It was weird.
Yeah, storytelling as a storytelling aspect, like, I'm telling you, I watched this shit fried as hell, just for like the desire for violence, bro.
Yeah.
So I could see what you're saying, and I think if I was on the storyboard, how I probably would have put it was like, everything looked kind of normal, but shit would have went crazy when they started attacking the complex.
That was that shit pissed me off, bro, because there was no reason to put an R-word scene in that shit, bro. Like, there's no reason.
Oh yeah,
I get these guys are horrible people. I get it, but that was crazy, bro. Like, it was so out of left field that I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is Disney Plus, bro. Like, why are we having this part in the show? For what reason? It did not add anything. Nothing to it. Punisher was already crazy.
It just made his death better, though. That's why a lot of people watch it. People, like, mostly the thing that you said with the family, you would understand probably because, God willing, you're not a father yet. But a lot of people would, like, really indulge in that part. Like, people would like you get what I'm saying? There's certain things, I think, that, like, I didn't enjoy the R word part, but I enjoyed watching that guy get stabbed through the neck like Negan style. Like, right through
I just
his
didn't
neck.
think it was necessary. I understand it makes it a little bit sweeter, but even that part, the death was so quick to where it needs to be drawn out. He needs to be scared, going back, get away from me, get away. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need something like that if you're gonna try to make like a death feel good for the audience.
That's fair.
You know, it was very quick. It was just done, over with. And then I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little critical of it because, like you said, it was short, and even it ended on a cliffhanger. So I know it's like an intro. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like there's no reason to make it a movie. They only made it a movie because they know Spider-Man's coming out. So they wanted to get something for Punisher out so that people can remember Punisher and you know, understand how brutal he is. But really, this is just the first episode of season 3. It's really, and if it was the first episode, it would have been received much better.
Yeah, possibly, actually, because then it would have just got him right back into the suit off the season.
Yeah, and to hark back on your point about the family, I understand the family point, but my problem is that we had 2 whole seasons where he harps on his family to no end. So the fact that this is a 50-minute movie, you can't spend 15 minutes of it harping on his family. Give it 2 minutes. We'll understand what happened, you know, for the people that are new or whatever. We'll understand what happened, or people that just need like a refresh. But like, it was too much focus on that with not as much happening. And I will give John Bernthal his flowers. He is an amazing actor. I felt all of his sadness. I felt it, you know, him going to the grave and all that stuff. But it's OD, bro. We've seen this shit too many times in the Punisher show. I want to see Punisher interacting with other characters. I get that he's a loner, but I need to see him on screen talking his shit to other characters, fighting other people who can actually fight back with him, and not just niggas who are fodder. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to see from him. Like, I love seeing him fight Daredevil, because it's like, in reality, Daredevil should be kicking his ass, but he's just such a level of human that Daredevil can't compete to some degree at times. And like, I want to see him. I hope, you know, with the Spider-Man movie, he's gonna be a big part of it, at least 20 plus minutes on screen. I hope, but it's probably just gonna be a quick scene and a cameo, and that's it. You know, like, I really want to see him interact with more superheroes, more villains. And let me tell you this too, the dumbest shit ever, and I get that he was in public, but you're gonna tell me a bitch in a wheelchair is gonna roll up on me and threaten me to my face and not get her head blown off? Are you crazy?
How about that too?
Are you crazy? Like, and then the Karen Page cameo was like, oh, okay, sure, I get, you know, he likes her or whatever. Did she die in Daredevil? I didn't watch Daredevil yet. Okay, because I'm like, she clearly wasn't there, and it feels like he only hallucinates people that are dead. So maybe she died too. I don't know. I didn't watch Daredevil yet, but
I don't remember Kurt dying.
Say it again.
I don't remember Kurt dying.
Okay, true. So then maybe, yeah, she might be alive. He was just so fucked up mentally, I guess, that, you know, he started hallucinating, and luckily she told him, what time is it? And then he's watching dude burn his house down. Like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, come on, man.
I think he literally just, I'd say the only defense I could have for that, or that they would have for that, is that he really just probably thought that he was just in his fucking head the whole time, even with the Manucci thing.
You think so?
Because we saw that. I was thinking, right? I swear to God, bro, I'm not just a sucker, right? Like, the whole time I was like, first of all, he has a gun in his back pocket right now.
Yeah.
Like, that he was about to use on himself.
Yeah.
So, but in my head, when he was with Karen, right? I think that's why they were showing that interaction with Karen, because he actually hugged her, but she wasn't even there.
Yeah, I knew she wasn't there because she said, "I'll always be with you," or I'm always with you.
I knew off the hoodie because she was wearing the same hoodie as his wife.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I saw that. I was like, oh, yeah, she's not here, bitch.
Yeah.
But I think that was showing that when she physically touched him and he thought she was there, like, he could have believed that Manucci was also, like, wasn't there, because she spit on him, and that could have just been in his head too. You know what I'm saying?
So
didn't
once
feel
he
nothing
felt
else
the
for real.
fire, it
Once he
kind of
felt
woke.
that shit touch his ass, he was like, "Oh yeah, nah, it's game time, bitch.
Okay.
Nobody's burning me out, bro."
Okay.
That's why niggas screamed right away.
Oh, but I will say, like I
That should have
said,
been for like 40 minutes though. All that.
yeah, the action was good. It was on the level of that jail scene in Daredevil season 2 where he fights all the guys in the jail. It was on that level. Don't get me wrong.
Yo,
it was just a little odd.
Honestly, I didn't think he was gonna kill. I was hoping he wasn't gonna kill Manucci in that movie, but I was hoping he was probably gonna work his way back to his crib, suit up, bro, and let it rip, bro. Like actually let it rip, bro. You get what I'm saying? That's what I was low key hoping for. Even though I got what I got and that was good violence, but I was hoping like we got to see like, you get what I'm saying, him just throw the vest on, bro, have like a big ass LMG and just start letting it rip down the hallways.
Dude, I thought when he saw Manucci outside, he was gonna snipe that bitch. I'm like, bro, you could see her, nigga. Shoot that bitch. But that's when I started thinking, this must be set up for season 3. This must be the whole storyline. And I'm sorry, but when she was explaining how he killed her family and all this stuff. Now, I didn't know anything about the Manucci or whatever, however you say it. I didn't know about this family. So when she was explaining how her family died, I didn't catch on until the son that it was Punisher. I'm like, is that Punisher doing all this?
Yeah.
Right? And man, dude, I don't know, man. It just felt so cheesy the way she was talking. Like her acting was garbage. Like it was so bad. So it was a little odd.
Honestly, if the bitch from Penguin wasn't used in Penguin, I forgot her name, Martha, whatever, she would have been a pretty good Manucci. Straight up.
And who knows? Maybe this Manucci is really good later. You know, once season 3 comes out, maybe she'll have some good moments. But I just felt like they kind of fumbled the bag with this. Like I kind of felt like it might have been better just to make it episode 1, and that would have worked better. I don't necessarily think we needed a TV special before Spider-Man came out. Or at least if you're going to do TV special, let's get an hour, 30 minutes. Let's get lots of story, lots of action, everything, combined. I get the Punisher is supposed to be action, mostly action, but there's a way to do it to where it flows nicely and it's not all just because it felt like it was just fighting for 10 minutes straight at the end, like you were saying, like it just felt like it was all combos, all fast-paced shit. Like I was getting like overstimulated by the end because I'm like, we could have broke this up to a couple different scenes. But what I did like to see in this movie, and this was a big plus for me, just because I hadn't seen this actor in so long, but the crackhead from Wire was in this. I don't know if you watched The Wire, but
long time ago.
Yeah, crackhead dude. That was the guy with the daughter.
Yeah.
He looks old and he doesn't look like a crackhead anymore. I was like, yo,
he's a great actor though.
I've
seen him in a couple movies.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a while, so I was like, he doesn't look too much older than he did in The Wire. Like he kind of aged pretty good for himself, so good for him. But I would say for me, my review is probably going to be about a 6 out of 10, just because the action was top tier. The action looked real. It looked good.
That last part where the music dropped, bro, when he turned away from her, that shit got your testosterone running, bro. You just couldn't not, you know what I'm saying? I was just like,
I liked when he got stabbed and he beat niggas ass and he said,
yo, with the pen, bro?
No, was that a pen? No, it was a knife. The big white dude, he came out.
But I'm saying when he did him in with the pen, bro.
Oh yeah, that, bro. Disgusting.
That scene, I ran that scene back like 20 times, bro.
Yeah, he's a beast. And John
20 times.
John Bernthal could do a fucking action scene. So like that's why we need him to have more screen time. He's a great actor, but give him more of a character. We get the PTSD. We get he's a crazy, maniac, whatever. I want to see more sides of him. I want to see how he interacts with War Machine. That could be War Machine. That could be cool. That could be fucking cool.
That's why they're setting him up for MCU. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, he's joining. He's joining the MCU. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the future. Like I said, about a 6 out of 10 for me. I'm still gonna watch season 3, so I'm still excited for that. And hopefully they kind of make Punisher even better in season 3. because I felt like season 1 was here, season 2 was like right under it. So let's get back to up here. You know what I'm saying? And Punisher can, because he's just as good as Daredevil. He has just as much fan base. There's no reason why Daredevil show should be coveted so much and Punisher show to not necessarily have as much fame and discourse. So
for sure, I agree.
But yeah, and then just to continue on the Punisher topic, I think we kind of hit what a game would kind of be like, but maybe, you know, like a Max Payne style game would be cool.
Yo, hell yeah. Or like
Space Marine.
Space Marine, that would be tough.
Fucking
like
yeah.
But it can't be so like, you know, arcadey. Like that shit actually has to feel like visceral. Like you're actually like going cover to cover, like actually hitting dudes with like Mozambiques, combos, tripping them, hitting them.
Well, you know what? Like, I think it should be arcadey, but I think it should be Dark Souls like. Where
you're going out of bounds with
I feel like Punisher should only got 3 hits. He can only take 3 hits, but guess what? You're so strong that good luck getting those 3 hits off me. You know what I'm saying? And then he should have a mode where all he sees is red. And he's you know what I'm saying? Just going crazy with it. And I want him also to have an arsenal on him. And I want him to be, I want to see every gun all around his body and make him actually pick it up off his back, not just appear out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I want him to look like kind of like Cable from X-Men. Like I want him to have all the shit on him, pull out guns, knives all off his body. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope.
But if they want to do that, they should probably do like to where you could have like 6 guns max, and you could switch out whichever guns. Like you could have like 6 pistols on your body or like 6 SMGs.
Yeah, you pick your loadout, and it's up to you how you use it.
But I want that shit to look cool. Like I want it to look almost like how Uncharted 4 had it, with like the sling, the sling actually on your body.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I want him to have like, if he has 2 rifles, I want that shit to be slung right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see every gun. Around. I want to see every gun, and I want it to be realistic as like how he would use it in the comics and in the TV show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then I definitely need crazy customization like Spider-Man. We need
honestly,
every suit.
It could possibly be open world too. Like they could make it open world.
Open world Queens. They could reuse Spider-Man City. Instead of doing all the web slinging, you just put more people on the ground, more NPCs, stuff like that. You just reuse the entire city. It's the same city.
Yeah, and you just give him like, you don't even have to make it like he could use any car, because he doesn't use any car. He's not a criminal. Like just give him like some set cars, maybe like a muscle car, the van, because he uses a van in the comics. The van, fucking a motorcycle, maybe.
Motorcycle,
and like a bulletproof car.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Bulletproof car on top of that, and that's it.
Yeah, honestly, GTA clone, Punisher, M-rated.
But it'll be more like a Watch Dogs, bro, because they'll be more closed, personal, and you're just, you get what I'm saying, taking out like criminals. Remember how in Watch Dogs you'd be walking in the street and then you just get that notification and you'd see that shit right there, see a bitch getting mugged, and then you go rip ass real quick. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I think that would be the perfect like archetype of game.
Mm-hmm. And 2, what I want to see in a Punisher game, because I feel like they haven't explored this. Yes, we've had the action. I want them to explain how he tracks people. Yeah. I want to see more of that process. Finding people, looking into people, actually, you know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, sorry to cut you off, but they probably have to make Micro a character then.
Okay. That could be dope.
Micro, like, certainly, like, he's good at tracking and he's good at, like, finding people and shit, but he definitely has, like, assets and people who are, like, in the bureau who could go into, like, files and shit, you know what I'm saying?
And
he's not
that's perfect. Because we need to build up that lore. We need to build up the world. It can't just be Punisher, or it's a little too boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a great character, but every character has a sidekick. Every character has other friends and other people that they speak to on a normal basis. And if anything, since he has PTSD and his brain's all fucked up, we don't even need the character to really be there. They could just be telling him shit, and it's really just his head thinking to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. And now that I've been playing James Bond, bro, I think that one of the things that they could have added into this game was one full environmental like interaction. So like you could literally just like grab a dude in a fight and like curb stomp him, or like
but I
grab a
thought
dude.
you could do that in James Bond. Like I saw guys like smashing people's head. Or you're saying from James Bond add that into this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like full on though, like because in James Bond, like you could like slam them against this, slam them against that, you know, get them electrocuted, throw them over some shit. But I'm saying like you grab them up, right? And first of all, I want to get this out the way. I think they should use some kind of combat like that, to where if you're in the streets and you don't have like a particular target, say you're facing off like a bunch of dudes, you could shoot them, bro. But if you want, you could like literally go hand to hand, using their weapons and brutalizing them, you get what I'm saying? Because they're gonna have knives and bats and pipes. So you get what I'm saying? Like they can have like a little hand-to-hand section, but somebody will pull their gun out and then you could fucking let it rip. Like you could have your shit and then bah, 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 bah.
So
you get what I'm saying?
Maybe then an open world game won't work, because for those type of environments you need a kind of linear game where you're going into levels. Does that make sense?
I don't think so. I think Spider-Man does it perfectly.
With interactables like, though, because I know he can grab stuff. I know he can kind of use a little bit, but it's not as like crazy as James Bond, right?
Yeah, no, but I think like not Watch Dogs. Sleeping Dogs has done it before.
Okay.
Like you could fucking grab a guy off the street, a random old lady, and then slam her head into a car door.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I was just saying for like, because I feel like James Bond has so much immersion with that type of stuff that it's kind of hard to do that in open world with glitches and bugs and stuff like that.
I think they could do it. I see your take, but I think they could do it. Sleeping Dogs exist, bro.
But if Insomniac Games were to do it, where they already have the Spider-Man world and the map made already, then they don't have to put time into making the map, so they put all the time into doing environment interactables. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like if they got to spend the time to do the map, then they're not going to do the interactables. But if they don't have to do the map necessarily, or it's not a big map like that, then we got all the interactables, and it's just going to be nuts. You know what I'm saying? But let's be honest, though. Punisher game probably would be a shorter game. It probably would be about 10 hours or so. Just
probably
fast-paced, bloody, crazy action. So, I look, hey, if season 3 goes well, maybe we see it.
Maybe. But I'll be playing Wolverine hopefully by then, so it don't even matter.
Well, you gave me a nice segue. So, Sony did have their state of play. It just ended about 2 hours ago. And I have all the best games on a list right now to talk about. And we're just going to kind of go through the list really quick. But let's start with Wolverine. Were you able to check out the Wolverine gameplay?
No.
Okay.
I was going to wait till I actually got home today.
No worries. So the Wolverine gameplay, it was very good. I will say that Wolverine's character model looks slightly weird. But he looks like the Wolverine from Deadpool, the newest Deadpool movie. Okay. It looked slightly weird. It might have just been the compression on the video or something like that. And then the actual character model, the face, didn't look as kind of clean as I thought it would. But you could tell the action was very good. But they went an odd way. They went full bloody. Like super bloody, like so bloody to where when he stabs you, his whole suit is covered in blood constantly. But then
that's not odd.
But then it's weird because like 3 seconds later, his suit will just have no blood on it.
I don't like that.
It like kind of just goes away like on its own if you're not fighting anybody.
I don't like that.
And it's cool to be overly bloody. It was just kind of jarring for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm used to slashing through enemies and shit. It was like he was bathing in blood, bro, the whole game. I was like, God, okay, all right, I guess we're going that route.
And there's such an easy way, honestly. I'm not a game developer. I'm not saying I am, but I think there's such an easy way to probably go about like like fixing that. It's just to like just once he gets all that blood on him, just add a second armor, like a armor set. You get what I'm saying? Like basically add like a second shade of where it's just like red staining his armor.
Stained
So
red
even
armor,
if it fades away, even if it has to de-blotch off his body, then his armor would still be left like that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I'd go about it. I wouldn't just let this shit disappear off his body.
Yeah, and it was like pretty quick too. That's why it was kind of a little odd. But
I don't like that, man.
The gameplay looked really good, really fluid. Combos are great. And I will say, this isn't really a spoiler because it's just in the trailer, but they are setting up for an X-Men game in this style because Jean Grey was announced as, I don't know if she's going to be playable, but they kind of showed her as a support character.
Okay.
So if we're already having Jean Grey and all that stuff, they're definitely setting up for a full X-Men game in the next upcoming years. Watch. Especially when X-Men come out in the new Marvel movie and stuff. We're going to need all types of X-Men games. So I bet you that they have that in development right now as we speak.
That'd be dope.
Wolverine, looking good. Should be good. Now, I want to say that most of these games, they actually have slated to come out before GTA 6 because they're freaking the fuck out. So that Sony themselves are releasing like 7 games all before GTA 6 because they know once GTA 6 comes out, most people aren't going to be buying games. So another game that was shown, there's a new Tomb Raider. New Tomb Raider looked pretty cool. I would have rather the new Uncharted, but I don't know if Naughty Dog even wants to work on Uncharted anymore. Maybe, his section is done, his time is up. I don't know.
They're probably just gonna make it about daughter anyways.
Probably. So, new Tomb Raider looks cool. New Silent Hill. Silent Hill, another first-person Silent Hill. So that'll be scary. That'll be cool. Maybe a game to play on stream. I don't
even think they ever made a first-person Silent Hill.
Really? So this is the first one. Okay. Cool. And then, so new Control game. Have you ever played Control?
Yeah, I want to play the new one. I saw how it looks in the original trailer.
Yeah, bro. Control was like super trippy to me. A lot of people hate it and don't talk about it. But when I played it, I thought it was dope and I thought it was trippy as hell. With like the videos overlaying in the gameplay and them talking to you, you hearing it like all over with the spatial audio and shit. Like, I thought it was cool.
I just thought this combat looked cool for this newer one. That's why I was interested in it. It looked more violent, way more violent. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely trying to dabble.
Yeah, I'm down too. That's definitely a game I'm gonna be picking up. And then last game that kind of 2 more games. So the second to last game, Until Dawn 2.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a new Until Dawn. It seems like the story is gonna be there's kids that go to vacant houses and haunted places, but they fake the content, right? And then this time they went to fake it, and a fucking actual killer was there. So it's gonna, it's another slasher flick type game, but I think it'll be good, at least to even watch on YouTube. It'll be a great watch.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna watch all the deaths.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And then the last game, which was pretty crazy to me. I mean, I didn't think this was even a possibility. New God of War.
Oh, I heard. Isn't it DLC for Ragnarok, or is it actually
new God of War? First God of War that's all PS5, no PS4 version, and this is based on Atreus' mother. Her in the afterlife, the god afterlife, trying to get back to Atreus and Kratos. Apparently she's trying to come back alive or something, and she's fighting through it, but it looked insane, bro. They added jumping to God of War, and she has so many crazy abilities, and the combos were just out of this world. She had like a whip sword where she was grabbing people. Get over here. Jump up, slam them down, bang. I was like, oh my God. Like, the combat was nuts. It was smooth. It was fluid. They gave us like 20 minutes of just straight gameplay. And I was like, whoa, graphics, everything looked great. And sadly, I don't think this will be coming to PC anytime soon. So anyone with a PS5, you are going to need to pick that up on PS5, because at least the first 2-3 years, it's not going to be on PC. Sony's done with PC. So, State of Play was pretty good. But my problem is that these companies are so focused on these AAA $100+ million games that Nintendo is consistently killing them. Nintendo puts out more games than Sony and Xbox combined.
That's horrible.
They have more State of Play, directs, all that type of stuff. They have double the amount as Sony and Xbox. So it's just very sad that I'm watching my GOAT company continue to lose to Nintendo. This system right here, this Switch 2, this system I have is killing PS5. It's selling more than the PS5. Like,
I kind of want a Steam Deck though, I'm not gonna lie.
Steam Deck is a little old. But hit me up on the side. I'll tell you what handhelds to grab if you ever need a handheld.
I just want something that could run my PC games, because I have a shit ton of PC games I want to play.
Yeah, I got you. I'll tell you what good ones to get right now.
Oh, the Microsoft one, right?
That one seems to be one of the better deals right now. But there's a couple of them. So if you need a recommendation, I got you. The Steam Deck, it just went up in price. And it's not worth it. Like, even when I had a Steam Deck, I had a Steam Deck for about 2 years. By the end of me having it, I couldn't play shit, bro. Like, all the games looked like shit. They ran like shit. You had to make a ton of compromises to play the games you really want to play. With these handheld PCs, you kind of want to only play mid-level games, because those games will run nicely. The AAA games,
old games.
Yeah, old games. Those will run amazing on these PCs. Like, for me, I was trying to play God of War 2018, and it was a struggle. It was a serious struggle. My Steam Deck would die after about an hour of playing it because there's just too much on it. So you definitely want to do the mid-level games.
I got shit like Splinter Cell to play, Kane and Lynch.
Hell yeah.
Probably fucking like Oblivion, old shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Maybe Skyrim could run good too, the old one.
A lot of the old version. A lot of people are playing Fallout 76 too on Steam Deck and stuff, because Fallout 76 has been getting updates for some reason, and they're putting it out on PS5 and Series X in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I wanted to give it a little try, because I love Fallout. Like, I wanted to see what it's about.
I don't know what they updated, but it seems like they updated a lot. Fallout to me kind of seems like Minecraft mixed with shooting and like a nuclear setting.
Yeah,
because you kind of like, you build, like, you can build a community, you build all types of stuff.
But it's probably not to the degree as you would if you're thinking actual Minecraft. It's not to that degree. Like,
no. Yeah, more like world building and not tower defense, but like the way you build your cities and stuff in a tower defense game. It's like that.
More like Sims. It's more like Sims. Like,
okay, yeah. Sim. That's a good comparison. Yeah.
I was just thinking about the way, like, you could actually like move the furniture and move the foundations and all that shit. I'm like, yeah, almost like that.
Yeah, as long Sims as you like that.
Nuclear wasteland.
If you like that, then it's a perfect game for you. For me, I can't do it. I hate like customizing and building shit and all that. Like, I like Minecraft, but when it comes to a lot of these games, I just build it for me, bro. Just drop me into the world and I'll just look around. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it myself. I don't want to do it myself.
Valheim was a great indie game that came out.
Okay.
Like, Viking based, and you're basically in like this afterlife that has a bunch of trolls and beings and shit like that, and you build, and you get different abilities off of the elders that you kill. It's a decent game. That's like one of the few games that I could play that's like Minecraft now.
Yeah,
because Minecraft I can't do it.
No, what we should do is, if you want to play a game like Minecraft, we should play Power World.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned before. I was like, that's a game I'll play.
That'd be dope. I think it's crossplay, and then guns, Pokemon. I mean, I played it with a couple boys. It was really fun. That's another game I played on Steam Deck, actually. But the problem was I tried to host the server, and it was too strong for the Steam Deck. So, like, the server just kept crashing, and my boys were getting booted out and shit. And,
so you had to join?
I had to join, one of my boys that actually had a desktop at the time.
Okay.
So, and then let's see. So that's the state of play. State of play, I'd probably rate it about a 7 out of 10. Some good games, but some of the games like God of War, we don't know when those are coming out. So we're going to be waiting for those. But, you know, should be good. Some more news on Chud the Builder that just came out. So apparently Chud the Builder had a dine and dash case because he ate like $400 worth of food allegedly, and then they told him, you can't film in here. He said, oh, I can't film in here? I'm leaving. And they were like, you got to pay for your food. And he was like, nah, you just kicked me out. And they're like, no, we didn't. We just told you can't film. And then he was like, nah, I'm leaving. And he just left, right? He said some slurs about the Indian guy because there's like an Indian server. And then he left, right? So they arrested him for that. He got out on bond. Guess what? He got arrested again for this shooting case. So because he got arrested again, they're saying they're going to revoke. Yeah, they're going to revoke his bond for the first case. So regardless if he gets his bond paid for on this case, it doesn't matter. He's going to have to stay in jail regardless.
Wow.
So, and then they seized his truck the night that he got arrested, and they said, we're not releasing the truck until you either get bond or the case is resolved. And he's like, oh, my girl needs the truck and all this stuff. But then they pulled up like, oh, you said you have a girl, right? Well, you said your baby mama didn't like you. So, and now you have a fiance? Oh, but then they pulled up a clip where he was hitting on a 16-year-old girl in the mall. I thought you had a fiance. Why are you hitting on a girl trying to pick her up?
Crazy.
It was funny. It was funny too because the girl goes, "I'm 16," and he goes, "Oh, okay, sorry." Right? And then as he's walking away, he's like, "Damn, that bitch is chopped. She looked like she was 25." Like, if she was chopped, then why is you trying to hit on her? Like, but hey, so this is another episode. Hey, Chud, rest in piss, buddy. We're gonna keep getting views off your bitch ass. Thank you,
dumbass nigga.
Mama Luke. How you doing? So, yeah, goodbye, Chud the Builder. Hopefully he stays there. Other than that, I just wanted to shout out to Drake. Jay-Z dropped that bullshit trash freestyle looking like Goofy with the big hair. I didn't know that Jay-Z had crocheted dreads. I thought those were real. So we learned Jay-Z don't have real dreads. And I thought Jay-Z's rap was trash. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he sounded like an old man up there. He needs to work on that
He's
pen.
a dinosaur, bro.
You gotta work on that delivery.
Nigga needs to stick to his demonic contracts and fucking
Allegedly
doing what he does in the background. Allegedly. Allegedly. Fuck that.
Facts.
Fuck Jay-Z.
Look, we know Drake isn't the greatest guy or whatever, but I'm sorry, we can't deny that this man was spitting. He's all over the top 200, and in the top 10 he holds like 4 to 5 spots alone. So
yeah,
it's just his time, Jay-Z. I mean, I don't know why you're coming out now trying to diss him when you were ignoring him all this time before. So everyone's just a clout chaser. That's all it is. They're all clout chasers.
Even the dinosaurs.
Even the dinosaurs, which is sad. But hey, guys.
I mean, you see Adrian Brody, right? Or whatever was it?
Broner? Yeah, what about him?
You heard that he was caught stealing from the boy, Dean the Great, bro.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, they're good. They're good. So what happened was, he did get caught doing some slimy shit, and Dean said, look, it's okay. I understand. He said, we're making too much money together to stop this. And then guess what happened a couple days right after this? Dean the Great got arrested. And then Adrian Broner was in the club holding up a sign, "Free Dean the Great," and all this shit. Because apparently Dean, some girl was like recording him, and he was mad because the girl was talking to like another guy or something like that, and he kicked her off the boat and said, "Give me your phone," and he tried to grab the phone out of her hand, and because he tried to do that, she went to the cops and said that he strong-armed robbed her. So they arrested him on the spot.
I don't fuck with Dean, bro, but don't trust these bitches, guys.
No, not at all. Find the one that you love and stick with her. It's not worth it.
I'm not gonna lie. Keep it a buck. Tell her to fuck off. She don't fuck off. Call the cops.
Yeah, don't put your hands on them. Don't even play those games because you're only putting yourself at risk. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Pass that bitch.
Use the cops. Black people, use the cops to your advantage. Stop letting the cops be scary and mythical and all this BS to you. You are a human. You are an American citizen. Use the cops to your advantage. No. Do not let people trick you out of your spot. That's the problem with these celebrities. They get a little bit of fame, a little bit of ego, and they let these thoughts and these whores trick them out of their spots. It's not worth it.
Listen, this is for my small time brothers, because I just, in my last relationship that I was in, that girl was angry, bro. So I want to tell you guys, if you guys ever get into a relationship like that, right? It's all love too. I'm not saying this out of hate for her. If you guys get into a relationship like that where somebody is, and she wasn't even exactly like this. I'm just saying for you guys, because I know there is domestic violence out there for women and shit like that on men. So, bro, let the shit settle. However, of course, don't let her kill you, but let the shit settle. Talk her down, and bro, go into the back room and call the fucking ops, bro.
Yeah.
Don't even do that shit while she's mad already, because that's when niggas die.
And don't let her call first, or you're going to jail.
Fix it, bro. And then make that call outside. Go, I'm gonna take a smoke, or go in the back room. Figure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do it subtle, like a double agent. Do that shit subtle.
Listen,
bro.
I don't care if you gotta be in the bathroom.
Swear, fuck that man.
Help me.
This bitch, Loki was about to kill me. Like, I would really say that shit, like, yo, fuck that. Like, how they be doing us? Sorry. She was about to kill me.
Yeah. And they'll laugh you off too. They won't take it seriously at all, but we know how
That's
is.
the best part, right?
And the moment we freak out, we're the problem.
Yeah, literally. That's why, man, also, for when in doubt, right? Have the mouse tool.
Yeah.
Just have it.
Have it if you have to. You know what I'm saying?
Because if the bitch really just want to stab you, bro, do you really want to get in a scuffle with somebody with a knife? Listen. Or do you want to just hold that shit? Like, do you really want to keep walking forward? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, relax.
I'm going to tell you this, though, and I know this for a fact. I think you're more dangerous than a bitch with a knife.
I mean, that's fair, bro.
You know what I'm saying? She gonna come at you like this. You go, pop, go to sleep. Go to sleep. She gonna reach out. Like,
Ultra instinct,
ow.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna hit her. I don't know if you saw Adrian Broner's slip counter. He was teaching.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's what's about to happen. She gonna go whoop, and you go bang. Go to sleep.
And it really is a one and done, folks. I hope y'all know. Like, y'all think you're weaker.
Yeah.
It's a one and done with full power. You've never used your full power yet.
Never. Unless she's trying to stab you or shoot you in the face, then use your full power.
Never use
that's
your
the
full
only
power,
that's the only reason.
Yeah.
But, hey, and speaking of fighting, we're going to get into the gauntlet. Let's go. So this episode, we have Talion. Now, Zoe, if you could just give like a little intro to Talion, kind of tell them where he's from and maybe like your experience with him, let us know.
All right, yo. Talion is a ranger from Mordor. Honestly, like on levels of Aragorn, except where Aragorn is a silent, stoic, not too many friends at first type. This dude has a wife. He has a child. You know what I'm saying? Off the rip of the game, off Shadow of Mordor.
Yep.
And by the time he's a warrior, he no longer has a wife and child. And my boy has an elf inside of him, the spirit of an elf that's also equally as fucked up about how everything went and wants to get back as bad as him.
Hell yeah.
So that's really all it is.
Okay. And now, so this is a game that I never got to play. This is always a game I wanted to play because I knew the Nemesis system was out of this world. Everyone misses the Nemesis. Yeah, everybody misses this system. Everybody. So
Copywritten.
But let's get into some of his skills and abilities. So he has Wraith powers. He shares his body and mind with Celebrimbor, granting him supernatural abilities beyond normal human limits. He has enhanced combat skills, stealth and mobility. He has the Shadow Strike, the Wraith Flash. He has dominations where he can dominate the minds of all these other characters, bending them to his will. Control. He has the Wraith Vision, where he has enhanced perception, allowing him to see enemy strengths, weaknesses, and threats.
I want to add too, with the mind control, sorry to cut you off, it's not just even down to sentient beings. He can mind control dogs, rats, cats, huge beasts. Yeah, I'm saying
dope.
Mind control is there's no limitation. Dragons,
okay,
there's no limitations, bro.
Got you. He has the Spectral Grapple, where he can grapple enemies and objects from a distance. He has the Wraith Blast. He has the Elven Light that emits a blinding flash to stun or disorient foes. He has all those different styles of executions and stuff. And then we haven't even talked about his ranger abilities, where he has the mastery of the bow. He can set traps. He has interaction with the environment. He knows how to use the environment perfectly to his will.
His agility.
And then in the second game, they added on to it. So he had siege abilities where he could lead armies, use different weapons, command dominated orcs. He has branding, where he brands the enemy orcs and captains so that they have to fight alongside him. And then, throughout the game, he's gaining XP, he's upgrading. So basically, throughout fighting, he's going to continue to get stronger. He's always getting stronger. And then he has unique traits. He has immortality. He has regeneration. And then he has dual nature, since, he's a ranger and uses wraith spirits. So he kind of can just do it all. So he's pretty versatile. He's a formidable warrior. He's able to adapt with stealth. His combat is insane. And his commanding roles on the battlefield make him a great strategist. So it's going to be tough for a lot of these people to fight him, but I think I have some quite close matchups. So let's get into our first matchup. We're gonna go Talion versus Aragorn, like you were talking about. Okay, so both of these characters are master swordsmen with exceptional combat skills and leadership. Before we say who wins, who do you think wins first?
Talion, bro. I love Aragorn, bro, but Talion does win. It's on a Force Unleashed kind of situation. It's like, who would win, Starkiller or fucking Luke or Ahsoka or something? Like, they're great fucking fighters, bro, but this is Starkiller.
He was just born for this. Like, he's bred for this shit. Okay. Yeah. Now, what AI says is that Talion's wraith powers give him a supernatural edge, teleportation, and dominion abilities, while Aragorn's experience, strategic mind, and magical sword and Duril balance the fight. Talion wins by using wraith abilities to control or outmaneuver Aragorn, but Aragorn could win by exploiting Talion's reliance on wraith power and using his tactical brilliance. Do you agree with that?
I could, yeah. Because he's faced niggas like Sauron and the Nazgul and shit like that. Like, those niggas aren't no joke. Faceless phantom people, you know what I'm saying? They're fucking crazy. Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's as close as a fight gets right there. Those two are like neck and neck.
For sure. Just based off of them being in the same world, I think.
Exactly.
And experience.
And that's kind of what I was looking for. More closer characters, more connected to the same, like, similar worlds. Not like, okay, we're going to have some Superman flying god guy go against a street level. Like, it's obvious who wins,
Sure.
So, next one, we have Talion versus Zoro from One Piece. Who do you think wins there? Zoro's a beast.
Zoro might cut through him and Wraith, bro. I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing he can't cut through, man.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think there's
He
anything
might
Zoro
that
can't cut
nigga,
through.
bro.
But is Zoro fast enough?
Yeah.
You think so? You think he's as fast as Talion? Okay.
Did we forget that this nigga was facing like, yo, god tier niggas damn near, bro? What?
And Zoro has some of the best
Kaido?
endurance. His endurance is insane.
Kaido?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if you remember that episode where he took all the damage from the entire crew and was still standing. So
nothing happened.
He's durable as fuck. He's a beast.
Happened, baby.
So it says that both are expert swordsmen capable of incredible feats. Zoro's incredible strength and sword techniques compete against Talion's Wraith enhanced combat and stealth. Zoro would win by overpowering Talion with brute force, but Talion could win by using Wraith teleportation and domination to disrupt Zoro's rhythm.
For sure. That's damn near like Conqueror's hockey on like a whole nother level though, because it's like super personal.
Yeah.
Like he could really just like touch your brain and like there's nothing you could really do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. With that ability is really overpowered. But you're saying he has to touch you to use it?
He does not always, I don't think. Like sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm going near when I use that ability in the game, it doesn't feel like I'm exactly onto them. Sometimes I just
does it take a long time to like overpower them or anything, or
sometimes I think it's depending on the enemy.
So you have to kind of beat them down like a Pokemon before you can catch them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now the next one I have is Talion versus Moon Knight. What do you think?
Talion versus Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. That's tough.
Moon Knight goes crazy. Moon Knight goes crazy because he has a spirit of his own.
Mm-hmm.
And beyond that spirit, he has different beings to where if Talion killed Mark, then Mark, he would just come back out as one of the other personalities. Like he's not even killing anybody for real.
Yeah.
He has like 3 or 4 other people to fight in that body.
And they all fight differently.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some more violent than the other.
Now,
more ability.
I'm going to tell you why they think it's close before we make a prediction.
I can definitely see why, though.
It says Moon Knight's combat skill and multiple personalities with mystical ties challenge Talion's Wraith powers. So kind of what you said, it hits it right on the head.
At least I'm not a retard.
You know your characters. You know your characters for sure.
Thank you.
So this is what it says. It says Moon Knight's unpredictability and arsenal versus Talion's domination and teleportation is going to be the fight. So Moon Knight wins by overwhelming with skill and strange magic, but Talion would win by using precise domination and shadow strikes. So, I think personally, it sounds like Moon Knight has a better chance of winning.
You think so?
It sounds like he would win 6 to 7 times out of 10.
Okay, probably only because of the first of all, how much Talion doesn't understand like what that shit is. Like he'll probably be so shook like a Moon Knight. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about Moon Knight would just like blow his mind. Yeah. Like seeing that nigga in all white, he's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
And he's so old, like he'd be like, what the hell is going on here?
I know, especially when my boy Detective Moon Knight comes out, starts whooping his ass with the batons. He's gonna be like, I didn't even know what the fuck. He's like, he's not even trying to kill me. What the fuck?
Ooh, so I have a good one for you. You're gonna like this one. We got Talion versus Geralt of Rivia.
I was thinking about that when we first started this.
I had to make sure this one was on there because I was rewatching the episode back for you. Now, who do you think wins?
Talion, bro. I think.
What would he do to win?
Because I know Geralt has faced ghosts before, shit like that, and specters.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would be that. Like him seeing, I don't think Talion would be that like out of this world to him. It's not. I don't think that's what would really take the cake of this fight. It would just really just be out of straight the power of what this dude has. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Geralt at the end of the day is just a guy, right? And he has all those powers, but he can't mind control. Like even if he can, he has that slight mind control thing, but it's not literally making you like, nigga, get down now.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro, you don't have that.
Okay. So what AI says is that both are skilled swordsmen with enhanced abilities, but Talion's wraith powers, teleportation, and domination give him an edge over Geralt's magic signs and alchemy. Talion's supernatural versatility likely outmatches Geralt's more grounded skills.
Okay. Did I get it again?
I think you did. And now, do you think that the Shadow of Mordor games still hold up to this day? Like, do you think if I were to pick them up and play them, that it would still be worth it?
I'll say, Shadow of Mordor is still a good game, right? Still a great game. But if you could just watch a story analysis of Shadow of Mordor and jump on the Shadow of War, where everything is like full and complete, the Nemesis system, all that shit, like you get like interactions that some people have never seen before. You know what I'm saying?
Like
you get,
to this day. Okay.
To this day, like, yeah, like I think that is the way to do it for right now. Like, just literally watch Shadow of Mordor, unless you want to. You're really dedicated enough.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're dedicated enough, like, because I'm the kind of person sometimes where I'm like trying to feed myself on a game where I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get the first one, then I'm play the second one.
Because sometimes you get the second one first and you can't go back. Exactly.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying in this case, if you really like, because I know you're probably more into like the newer aspects of some games. Like if this, like, you'd want the one that's like, it has all the abilities and all the tools that you could use. You know what I'm saying? The enhanced movement, like sliding and all.
It's the movement for me, because a lot of older games feel stiff and it kind of feels jank. Yeah. So it's definitely the movement of the newer games that I like.
Here's how I can explain it. You can see how in Shadow of Mordor, they were trying more to be like, oh, this is an Assassin's Creed-like, the original Assassin's Creed. And Shadow of War, the movement is more polished and more like down-packed, to where this is Shadow movement, not Assassin's Creed movement. Of course, there's still little elements like the ledge climbing and shit, but it's not as like, you know, how do I say it? Just stiff.
You know, it's like our first podcast episode. We were just doing a podcast. We were probably pulling from all different other podcasts that we were doing. Now we know exactly what we want to do. We have our own intros. We have everything. Like, we made it our podcast now. Yes. So I get what you're saying. They made it their game for Shadow of War. So okay. Now we have a couple more. So this one may be the turning point. We got Dante from Devil May Cry. What do you think? Because that's tough.
I have to give it to my goal. It's going to Dante of Sparta.
By the way, too, we got to watch season 2 of Devil May Cry. We got to talk about that at some point.
I mean, yeah, I have to.
Okay. Now, why does he win? Just if you can think of anything, why does he win?
Because where I feel like Talion, here's where I could put it into simple terms. Talion is touched by the afterlife. Dante is of the afterlife.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Gotcha. He fucking Talion's coming into his realm type shit. This is where he dwells.
He's only touching. And he's not even touching hell. He's touching like just ghostly spirits. You get what I'm saying? The hollow world.
Yeah.
And
he's touching purgatory.
Upside down, damn. Of Mordor, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not even like anything scary. It's just a bunch of mist around and shit.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga's from hell though. Raised from the demon world.
Yeah. Now it says that Dante wins. So you got that right. It says that Dante's demon powers, superhuman speed, and range attacks surpass Talion's scope, While Talion's stealth and domination are strong, Dante's overwhelming power and mobility will give him the upper hand.
Yeah. Here's how real it is. Like, here's some lore that some people may or may not know. Because I'm not sitting here saying, oh, everybody's. Here's something that you guys may not know about Devil May Cry. This dude's bullets is literally all magical bullets. Why the nigga don't reload?
Yeah, yeah.
So you could look at him and the Wraith.
Boom.
End that, bro. End that. Both of them.
Just off that.
The guns.
And has Talion even seen a gun before?
No. You just look at that man like, what are you pointing at me?
He'd be like, and Legolas would probably be sitting there like, I need to get that.
Where he'll be like, can I see that? Can I see that 1 second, sir?
Can I see that, my good sir? How do you use it?
Start killing more. Going John Wick.
Right? All of a sudden, he's just like a marksman. He's just nice with it.
Word.
But, okay. So, Dante wins that one. I got another one. I don't know if you know this game. Horizon Zero Dawn. You ever play that?
Kind of.
Okay, so same here. I've played a little bit of the first and the second one. Not too much. But it kind of feels like a Breath of the Wild, Zelda type of game, right?
The graphics were great.
Graphics are great. To this day, they hold up. And it's the main character, Aloy. So, Aloy with all the tech and everything.
She's white, though.
You think she's gone?
I think she's white, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I'm not a sucker. Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and say just because she has. I'm not saying that just because Dante had technology over him. I'm not saying you said that either. But I want people to know, I'm not saying because Dante had guns, that's how he beats Talion. Like, this bitch has nothing connected to no afterlife. She don't even know no ghosts in her head. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's over.
Yeah. Now, it says here that Talion does win. It said that Aloy's ranged tech and traps are formidable, but Talion's teleportation, domination trump ranged combat in close quarters. Aloy could win if she keeps a distance, but Talion's versatility and stealth favors him. Basically, he's going to sneak up on her. There's nothing she could do about it. He's going to get in close, and he's going to murk her.
Yeah, like, I could always lay this out. For a teleporter, for somebody with like that hidden mist bullshit, bro, like, yo, what do your traps mean if somebody could just go around them or through them? You know what I'm saying? Literally through them.
Yeah.
Like, it's over.
And he don't care. He walking right through that shit.
Yeah.
Easy.
Big time.
And he'll probably mind control the robotic animals and shit somehow, too.
Yeah, because if you know Lord of the Rings lore, I don't know if you do, but when you cross over to that realm that the elf is in, which is the same realm that Frodo and Bilbo goes into when they put on the ring.
Bilbo Baggins? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically that makes you like, you're not even here no more, bro. You're invisible to everybody here. So my boy, switch to that mode, walk right through, go right behind her, put that shit right through her spine.
Goodbye.
It's over. Yeah.
Fair enough. Now, this next one is a fan favorite for me. This is my boy, Jin Sakai. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's Ghost of Tsushima, one of my favorite PS4 games of all time.
Hell yeah. Now, he's a ghost kind of like Talion, too. And they came out around the same time, which is funny. But
he loses.
He loses horrifically. It says that Jin's samurai skill...
Like, oh my god, it's a real ghost.
Holy shit! Holy! It says that his samurai skill and his stealth are strong, but Talion's magical abilities add another supernatural layer to it. So Talion's wraith, teleportation, and domination would easily give him the upper hand.
Yeah. Any human characters, I'm instantly done, bro. Like, instantly not.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to give you one last one, and then we're going to get into some fan questions. But this last one, I had to. I'm sorry. This is not to make you mad, but it's low-key to make you a little bit mad. We got Joel from The Last of Us. Who wins?
Let the AI tell us who wins, bro. AI tell me who wins.
Talion's Joel's survival skills in combat are only human level and limited. Talion is supernatural. Talion would dominate in every direct combat scenario.
Joel is literally that meme. Joel is that meme where you're literally getting ready. What's up, bro? what's up, bro? And as soon as you make a first swing, bro, you're in heaven. You're like, the fuck? Yo, where am I at, bro?
What happened? What happened? You see the white light, you say, what happened? Shit.
That's gonna be dope, bro.
He'd be done, bro. Now, so we talked about a lot of characters that are close, and we have a couple more. I just want to run down who would actually beat him, because we talked about a lot of characters who actually he would kind of kick their ass. So
who would beat him?
Let's see who would beat him. It says that Wolverine would beat him.
That's insane work. Hey, shouts out. We were just talking about, bro.
Yep. It said that Wolverine would most likely beat him. It says
not dying.
It says Guts from Berserk could beat him in close quarters. It said that Doctor Strange could possibly overwhelm him with high level magic.
Just thinking that, especially his dead version.
It actually says that Legolas would snipe him.
It's fair. Legolas is 100-year, over 100-year-old being, bro. Dude is like crazy.
Yeah. It said that Sasuke would beat him. Magneto would beat him.
Okay.
And let me just see if there's any others. Oh, and then Nero and Dante's brother Virgil would beat him.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you could put this one in, but I wonder if Xavier could beat him.
Professor X?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll definitely
mind control
one.
him.
Could, but will he even be able to perceive him to mind control him? Because if he goes stealth mode and Professor Xavier can't even perceive him, then maybe he kills him. But I wonder if just coming in Professor X's vicinity lets him read your mind.
What if he could read the mind of the Wraith, bro?
He might be able to read both. Yeah, him, Talion, and the Wraith. Yeah,
literally, bro, and have them stuck in time. Like, imagine.
We gotta do more telepaths. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to the prompt. We need more telepaths because he kind of was using telepath type abilities with the domination. So yeah,
that's why I had to mention him. I was like, you mentioned Magneto, and I was like, and Wolverine. I was like, what about Charles, bro? Because I always think about mind control when I think about him when I hear mind control.
That'd be pretty dope. I'm gonna definitely look into that one. And now we have a couple fan questions. A lot of people have been asking us to answer their questions on camera, and we are down. We want you to send us your fan questions. So I'm gonna read off. We have 2 fan questions that we're just gonna briefly kind of answer for you guys. The first one is, we have a fan question from Fire Red Monster. He says, "What's up, guys? I love the pod. I randomly found you guys at episode 4. I have a quick question for you. What are 2 memories that molded your life?" I'll start. So one memory that I remember that really molded my life was when I was about 3 or 4 years old. It's one of my first memories ever. I remember my mom got me a red Game Boy SP, backlit, everything beautiful. And she got me Pokemon Ruby. And Pokemon Ruby was such a big game for me because I couldn't get out of the goddamn truck in the beginning when I was 3. I was going all around that truck. I couldn't get out. And by the time I got out, I think I was 4 years old already. So I couldn't even play the game till I was 4. That was the first Pokemon game I ever beat. And that game brought RPGs into my life. That game showed me I didn't know what RPGs were. I didn't know what the genre was called, but I realized I enjoyed turn-based RPGs. And from there, it was a love that spawned my entire life up until now. I mean, it evolved from Pokemon Ruby to Final Fantasy 9 to Final Fantasy 10 to all the other games that came out, Dragon Quest 8 and everything in between. So without Pokemon Ruby, I don't know if I would have understood how much I love RPGs. So that's one memory. Now you tell me one, and then we'll go back and forth.
Okay, my first memory is gonna be a gaming memory, just to substitute your memory, and then my second one is gonna be a real life memory, it's just not. It's gonna be real life shit.
Okay,
but the first one I would say when I first got my hands on the PS2, Grand Theft Auto 3, when I was able to play that, there was a VHS somewhere, it's probably not even around anymore, but there was a VHS and my mom was just recording the whole house during Christmas, bro. And she went into the room and you see my ass in boxers laying down, playing Grand Theft Auto 3 on the PS2, bro.
Hell yeah.
Running people over, blasting people, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And it's almost like you said with Pokemon Ruby, that game opened my eyes to where I was playing Punisher at the time and different games like that. So we were speaking of that, right? You like the lobs.
Yep.
I was playing Punisher at the time and shit like that. And I'd wonder, like, yo, how could these games feel if I could just like, spread my wings, bro? You know what I'm saying? All I wanted to do was spread my wings when I was younger.
Yeah.
That's why we love games like Prototype and Infamous and all that.
Do everything.
But
yeah.
Hell yeah. I'd say that was the epitome of like, damn, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A whole new world once I first played that.
Now, our first memories were gaming memories where that kind of opened us up to the world of gaming. But my next memory is what opened me up to life. And that was when my favorite neighbor, his name was Matthew. He was a troubled kid. He probably had ADHD. I didn't know. I was a kid myself. When I was maybe 13, he was about 18. So he used to kind of watch me when I was a kid. He would come over, make a couple bucks, kind of be my babysitter. He kind of was the first person who introduced me to cursing and told me about girls and, all this stuff. He's a cool, like, not role model, but older guy that I kind of always hung around because he was watching me. And unfortunately, when he was, I believe, 18, he got cut off while driving. He didn't have his seatbelt on, unfortunately. He flew through the windshield. He hit a pole, like his body hit the pole. It was like a light fixture or something like that. And he unfortunately passed away. I think I was about 13 when that happened. I went to his funeral. I didn't look at the body, but that kind of showed me that we're not invincible. Because to me, he was like the toughest guy I had ever seen in my life. He was kind of like my role model for how to be tough, how to be strong. I remember one of my best friend at the time, his father went to his house, knocked on the door, said, "Hey, heard you've been saying stuff about my daughter. You want to know what Matthew did?" He said, "You got 3 seconds to get off my property." My friend's father said, "You're going to have to answer to what you said about my daughter." By the time he got that out of his mouth, he was already sleeping. Because Matthew hauled off, cracked him, left him sleep on the grass, and then closed his door and went about his day. And after I saw that, I said, that's how we gotta treat these people. You want to come to my house and mess with me? You get left on the grass and you going to sleep, and I'm going right back to playing GTA. But R.I.P. to Matthew. He was so funny. He was full of life. He was a troubled kid. He got in trouble a lot and all that stuff. But he was just, you could tell deep down, he was a great person, very respectful. And that just proved to me that we're not invincible. Life matters. Life happens quickly. It went from one day of me just talking to him, "Hey, how you been, bro?" to I'm at his funeral. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the biggest memories in my life that kind of impacted me.
Sorry about that, bro. For real, that's crazy. Like I, as much as I have stories like that, like funerals and losing people that I love.
Yeah.
I think this isn't really a lighter note, but it's kind of lighter compared.
Yeah.
A lesson of life for me was learning a lesson of restraint when I was very young.
Okay.
Because you already know, I was in martial arts. I was always fighting. My father is a 2nd degree black belt in Kyokushin, and it goes in the bloodline.
Oh yeah.
So I was fighting since I was a kid. And the first tournament they had me in, I don't even know if it was really like a tournament because I was just so young. But I know I was in tournaments, but that was the first time they had me up against someone, that wasn't, in the family or something like that. Mm-hmm. So, and I was in there and it was a girl, bro, Asian girl that I was actually friends with beforehand. talked all the time, and I was cool with her because I was always nice to girls, nice to people, not just girls, nice to people, but especially girls, because I was like,
of course,
I always felt so like weird. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna be extra nice so they don't feel weird. I'm
course,
like, fuck, I'm gonna be extra kind. Yeah. So yeah, we were cool, and then we started going, right? And bro, there was no other hits besides my leg, her face, and her hitting the ground, bro.
Oof.
And knocked her helmet off, knocked her glasses off. She was crying, bro. I got disqualified. And I was just left sitting there like, yo, like, what did I do wrong? And then, like, I had to think about that. Like, why would I think about what I did wrong, bro? Like, you get what I'm saying? I was like, yo, what you did was kind of crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't necessarily my fault, but it low-key taught me to like think first before I just let it rip. You know what I'm saying? From that point on, like I feel like from that point on, I just have restraint in general. Like every time, even now, when I spar, like I'm not gonna go insane on you, bro. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. With great power, great responsibility, you know?
That shit broke my heart, bro. I was like, yo, there's no, and she never talked to me again after that. She shouldn't, bro.
There was a kid in my school who had to leave my school because he was in karate. He was doing the tournaments, and he actually was so powerful so like fast that he countered a kid with a kick and made him fully retarded. I'm not even playing around. Like, he did something in his head where he couldn't speak correctly anymore. He couldn't function. He was,
I gave him CTE, like
something like that. Yeah, like he needed help. He needed a nurse for the rest of his life, type shit. And the kid, like, people used to make fun of him, like, yo, aren't you the kid who made that guy, like, you know what I'm saying? And he would like have to show restraint because he knew, bro, if I did it to him, you think I can't do it to you? Like, that guy was training. You don't train. What do you think I would do to you, bro? Like, he would, like, I would just have conversations with him about it. He'd be like, bro, like, people keep messing with me about it, and they don't understand that I will do it to them. So
I want to mention too that she was nasty, bro. Like, her kicks, her speed, all that was nasty, bro. So it was almost like I wasn't fair. It was almost like, you know how Zorro had that girl that he aspired to be just as good as, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that was literally me and her, bro.
Yeah.
And I did not expect to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, I'm glad she didn't end up like that dude.
Yeah.
God bless, because we were younger probably than you guys.
Yeah.
Like, and that shit happened.
Hey, the students sometimes gotta surpass the master type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. No, I'm pretty sure. I say this to everybody after I tell them that story when they ask about it. Like, yo, I'm pretty sure she became a nasty ass fighter after that. Like, she had to.
Yeah.
There's no way she just gave up. She probably was like, all right, bet.
She was pissed after that shit.
Wow, yeah.
Bro, that's why, like, sometimes I be kind of jealous of my girl, because she used to be able to spar with Uriah Hall, fucking Caitlin Chikagan, and all that stuff. And I'm like, man, you had some, like, the dopest sparring partners. Like, you're so lucky.
Word.
So, you know.
That's fire.
But, hey, so those are two memories that kind of molded our lives. We'll go maybe more into that with more fan questions and stuff like that. But
yeah, they'll come back.
Yeah,
some question like that will come back.
You guys got a little bit, you know, into our lives. You got to know a little bit about us. Now we have one more question from Phantom Legend 491. He said, "Yeah, I fuck with the content. Found you through Crimson Desert." He was like, wanted to ask though, what made you start doing content? Do you want to answer first, though? What made you start doing content?
Yeah. Fuck it. I mean, shit, I could go back to when I was just a boy named Cyber Jim. You could find this channel to this day. Bro, I just wanted to honestly spread some content, make people laugh, because sometimes I felt kind of weird when I would sit here playing a game, talking to myself, like almost talking to myself as if there was a chat, people there listening. And it's not on some psychopathic shit. It was just like, I'll be playing a story mode game, right? I'm like, yo, that shit was crazy, right? And start making little quirks and shit on some Spider-Man shit. And you'd be like, damn, somebody would have laughed at that. And somebody would have made somebody's day better or something. So I was like, yo, follow through, bro. that shit didn't cut because you know how life works. You turn into like a teenager, and you start smoking, you start doing other things, you know, fighting and doing this bullshit, and you start forgetting about what really made you you. And that's basically what happened to me.
Okay.
But then met you, and now we did it again, bro. And that's why I said this shit took full circle. I was like, is this shit could really happen again, bro? Could this shit really happen again, yo?
Hell yeah.
And here we are, John. Let's go.
20 episodes deep, bro. 20 episodes deep. For me, pretty much ever since I was a kid, I was kind of touted as, or I was told that I was kind of like a prodigy in like the music space. Like when it came to, I would go to churches and stuff. I'm not Christian or anything, but I used to go to my great grandma's church. I would sing for a little bit. They'd be like, you gotta come sing with us during the whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they would force me to do like these like dance routines and all this stuff. I realized, I could dance, I could do all this shit. And then when I got to middle school, I was doing the national chorus shit where they flew us out to Minnesota to sing and do all that. Nice. I got to go to the Mall of America. That was pretty cool.
Awesome.
I really, though, that was kind of like the precursor to the content. And then the content really started when I was in high school. I had gotten a group of like 4 to 5 kids together, and we had a jerking crew. Not jerking what you guys think it is. It's the reject, the Dougie, all that stuff. Not a fucking circle jerk. You know what I'm saying? So we all dance, because kids don't know what jerking is nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They think that's something else. So we were dancing. We had a little crew together, and mind you, we tried to continue this crew, but we couldn't, because after the first day we were dancing, the school shut that shit down. They were, because we did it in the high school, and we were bumping music, dancing, all this shit. Man, they came by, they said, don't ever try to do this again. They were like, you guys are filming. They were like, you guys have bumping music that's inappropriate. all types of shit. So that was kind of like the precursor for me to making content. And then I started doing YouTube videos. I started streaming about 4 to 5 years ago. I was on and off with it, not really doing it, on a set schedule. And then I met you, and I was like, maybe it's time for a set schedule. Maybe it's time to deliver type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Time to deliver.
Hell yeah,
we're
bro.
Doing it, bro.
So
we're doing it.
That I feel like the content was always in both of us. It's just we needed the set schedule. We needed these new tools that are out that make it easier to make this content
while working,
and
progressing in life as well.
And I think it's going well. And if you guys don't know, check out our Instagram, Time to Deliver. We are killing it on Instagram. We're doing thousands and thousands of views. Thank you so much. 3 shorts a day. So come over there, check us out. And just thank you so much, guys. You guys are changing our lives. We're really working towards something for you guys. So please, 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 please come back. Please support us. We will be here every week, hopefully twice a week, starting very soon. And just look out for these shorts. Look out for everything, guys. We're here for you guys. Yes. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know what you want us to talk about. And we'll do it.
And send more questions. You can message us on our Instagram. That's what we're plotting. We're putting it. We could put it in the description. Message us on in the comments. You guys could do whatever. Listen. So we're here for you guys. I told you. That's why this started, right? Let's do it, baby. Let's finish it.
Last things, though, before we get into your final thoughts, I want to see the new progression on your tattoo. We saw it when it was still very swollen. Let's see what it looks like now after all the swelling has gone down.
You know what's crazy? It's funny she brought it up, because there's some new swelling. I got some new gear.
Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Nothing crazy, though. Nothing crazy. It's all looking good. Thank you, brother. Looking fine and dandy.
There we go, guys. So comment down below. Let us know if you like Zoe's tattoo. Let us know if Zoe should just black out the whole arm. Go fuck it. I'm joking.
I'll black out my whole face and get the job done before I do that.
There you go. But if you have any last thoughts, Zoe, let them know. Episode 20.
Yo, guys. I know there's been some consistent people. There's been some inconsistent people. None of it really matters. What matters is you're here now, listening to this, hearing this from whatever platform it may be, whether it may be Instagram, YouTube, fucking TikTok in the future, wherever it is, you guys are going to be hearing it at some point. And I appreciate you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys for being there, because it's not done yet. And I know I'm going to see you guys there in the end, right?
Hell yeah.
So thank you again for coming to episode 20 and listening to us talk shit.
Hey, there'll be plenty of more, guys. This is only the start. Time to deliver. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.